Okay, let's have a look here. Good day everybody. It's been a long time. Welcome to another video. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I'll be your personal funky sim pilot for today's flight. And we are standing parked here at the gate in the beautiful city of Eindhoven in the Netherlands for a quick and short flight into London Stansted. Let me quickly set up some sound check. 1 second please. Okay, let's have a look if this is any better. I'll stand by 1 second. Okay, so my apologies, I think everything should be fine now. So I'm very sorry for the delay, but here we are then once again at the Eindhoven airport. You can see there's a Ryanair parked right on our right wing, and I believe there was another aircraft there in the background. There's also Ryanair, and let's have a look at what's going to happen. Is this going just landed? No, it's probably about to take off. Let's see. Unless it landed all the way there and then had to drive back, perhaps. We'll have a look. But the wind should be going in this direction. Well, anyway, so here we are in the Fenix A320 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been a while since I've been on the stream, and also actually been a while since I flew this aircraft. So let's see if we can get it working. Battery 1, battery 2. You can hear the aircraft starts whirring up. And let us turn on the external power. Crew oxygen supply, ground control, and let's start up the headers. The 1, 2, and 3 is the backup. Turn on the strobe lights and some navigation lights. No smoking sign can go on. We are on the emergency exit lights. Let's see, is there anything else for now that we can do here? I think for now we're good. So all these systems are booting. It's lovely. It's precisely what it is that we want. So let's log into the flight pad or whatever it's called. The Fenix simulations onboard tablet. Okay, so we loaded the flight plan. We saved the flight plan, I should say, and we're going to load it now. Tap to import from the sim brief. Your plan has an alt lock, so you can adjust it by tapping on the... Oh, what was this again? Oh, I've had some delay there, but... Update, standard time departure, so let's say... Has it been that long? I don't know, this looks fine to me, but perhaps I'm missing something. 9:25 Zulu, 10:25 Zulu. We are flying real world time and weather, are we not? Let's just have a look here quickly. Weather. Real time, there you go. So that was my bad. So the real time, we got live weather and real time. There you go. So let's re-import from SimBrief just because we can. So 6 minutes. Hopefully we will make this. So runway let's see, 230 at 11 knots, 15 degrees, QNH 1030. Not get the click point for the hacker Pascal. There you go. 1030. And let's do the same here for the co-pilot. 1030. Okay. So it's been a while, as I said. So bear with me, it might be a little bit rusty, but you know, we'll get there eventually. Let's check the ground services. We got the ground power unit connected, and well, let's bring the stairs. People can enter the aircraft when they want. And I think this is for here, mass and balance. I don't think we need this right now. I think we do. Load aircraft. And let's do real time. So that means the boarding has started. So the doors are open. So how do we set this up again? We got everything for now I think here, so let's just set up the MCDU. Oh, the wrong one. Need the ATSU and the AOC menu and flight initialization and request. So this is now fetching the flight plan from the SimBrief website. There you go, British Airways 812 from Eindhoven to London Stansted. There is no alternative airport programmed in. Estimated time en route is 42 minutes. So then we go to the init page. Basically we do the same here, we request it and all these fields get populated. Now it will ask us the cost index, which is 7, and the cruise is 240. So 2407, cruising altitude 240, you put it in here, cost index 7, and the flight number is British Airways or Speedbird 812. There you go. Let's have a look at the wind. We can download all the winds. So the flight plan is put in here, but we will need to put in the proper runway and the departure. So the departure runway will be runway 21. And we'll have a look in the flight plan so that we can see what is the departure route that we are supposed to be flying today. It's really easy, just click to import it. It's a very nice feature. Here's your cost index 7 and flight level 240. And what we're looking for now is the route that we're going to fly out of runway 21, ABNED 2 kilo. So that is it, ABNED 2 kilo. And that's sitting right there waiting for us to be clicked. So we click it and we insert it, and it is in and everybody's happy. I'm going to do the same now for the arriving airport as well. XAMAN 1 Alpha for runway 22. So here you click arrival to the right, ILS runway 22, and we go down to the XAMAN 1 Alpha. There's this one, we click it and we insert it. And that is now it. Now we're basically quickly going to scan for, I forget the word, flight plan discontinuity. And I think it actually looks pretty clean. Looks pretty nice. Let's look. So secondary flight plan, there is no secondary flight plan. Right now this will get populated, I believe, once the IRS are aligned, which is in about 1 minute. Now for the IND page, it's always a little vague for me. I'm not really sure that this works like this. No. So what we'll do, 0 fuel weight, center of gravity. Let's just do it. Try and do it the proper way. Let me think, which one did we need for this departure performance? So from Eindhoven, runway 21, runway surface is dry. Is there anything else? Think the live weather. And we calculate. Some of your entries were invalid. So take away. There is no take. Let's use sync load sheet. There you go. So here it is now calculating the V speeds that we will be needing in a bit. For now, what we want to know is the takeoff weight. And I believe it's 60.7, 29.2, 67, 29.2, 60.7, 29.2, and the block fuel. Find this in the pilot briefing. Block fuel 376 put in 3.8. So with the performance page, we turn to the calculation that the tablet just made for us. One 133, 1070, 68, flap 2. It's a flap 2 takeoff. That's interesting. So let's go back and forth a little bit. So 131, 131, 133. Another 131 for the rotate, and 133 for the V2. Then we had thrust reduction and acceleration at 1070. And the same for the engine out, 1070 as well. We put it in right here. The flex takeoff temperature was 68 degrees and was a flap 2 takeoff. Actually, we didn't have to go back and forth. Let's just quickly double check if we answered everything. So 1070, 68, 2, 131, 133. 1070 to 70, 68, flap 2, and 131, 131, 133. So there you go. That's solid. So I think it's time that we start the APU. Let's have a look at the current fuel on the board. That is 3770. So that's precisely what is in the plan. Probably it's advisable to take a little bit more with you, but we're just going to wing it. So let's release this thing in the cage. Beautiful. Okay. So the ILSs are aligned. Let's have a look at the red nav page again, and there you can see the fields have been populated because the aircraft now knows where it is on the planet. Okay, and then let's lock the cockpit door. The arm the ground spoilers, flaps go to number 2. Let's start up the APU. The fuel on the board, so we do the seatbelt sign can go to the on. Let's also turn on the beacon light so that they know that we are about to start our engines. So you press the master switch for the APU, you wait a couple of seconds and you press start, and it will now start booting. You can see here on the back there's this little opening, and that's basically the I believe still sort of like the exhaust for the APU. This is the actual APU here. So little jet engine in the back of the plane, in the tail section. You can see it heating up here. My apologies. I don't know why the rudder in the beginning always looks to one side. It's always a little weird. Might have something to do with my personal settings here, I do not know. Okay, so the APU is starting up, and you should also be able to see this on the APU page. And here the flap that we just saw, it is open, the exhaust gas temperature is now dropping a little bit. APU is available. It says available here, so the light here should also say available, and that is true. So we can now turn on the APU bleed. Once we've turned on the APU bleed, we can now also start managing the temperature inside the cabin and the cockpit. If you click on the condition page, you will see currently in the cockpit it's 29, and in the forward and the aft cabin it's 21 and 22 degrees. And you can now blow hot or cold air inside the cabin. So let's start with the cockpit and have it a little nice and cool. Cabin, not as much. They're a little bit warmer than the cockpit. We need to work up here. We do not want to fall asleep and get drowsy because it's so hot. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's see what else can we do again. We had, believe these do not yet work, but I do like clicking them, so I just go ahead and click anyway. I think this needs to go to PA, and for now this should be good at above. I think this can go to auto, maybe on, that doesn't matter. And let's give ourselves a squawk of 5403. So we got the squawk in as well. We locked the flight deck already. Let's look outside. Oh, it's nice and loud. So boarding has not yet been completed, I believe. We can have a look at ground services. Not Messenger. Let's have a look what it says. Boarded 85 out of 128 people. Actually has a passenger list, which is kind of interesting, nice little touch. You can see all the names that are flying with us today. Smiley Donna, Thibaut Aren, Cavano Galina, Dorlin Petunia, Petunia, Fidelio Georgine, etc. etc. Okay. So this is all ready. So basically I think we're just waiting for the boarding process to be completed. Let's have a look. In the meantime, what can we do? We can have a look at our departure. As I said, it's been a while, obviously, since I've been streaming, and so some of these things, you know, need a new update or whatever. So let's have a look. So there you go. We're in. Let's import the route from the Simbri. So out of the Eindhoven airport, let's have a look at the departures. And we had the ABNED which is our departure. ABNED 2 kilo, okay. Okay, so this is our departure. Let's have a look. Usually really simple, it's just the aircraft following certain waypoints. We take off runway 22, so we go this direction. ABNED 2 kilo, turn right heading 337 degrees. Max speed 220 knots. We should be at or above 3,500. And we go left over Breda, Hamza, ABNED. But usually do not have to worry about this, especially not in the sim, obviously. In the real world, you know, you're expected to be able to actually manually fly the entire procedure, obviously. It's something that still really haven't not gotten around to trying yet. That might be for some other time. But basically it's fairly simple. You take off, and usually they will say here as well, you're on the 220 track, and I think there is actually a VOR right here, the Eindhoven VOR 117.2, so you could fly the 220 track out of this, so the outbound track if you will, to Echo Hotel 599er, which is this point right here that you can see, where you will turn right and then you go direct to Echo Hotel 556, which is this one. There you go, Echo Hotel 556. And then to Breda, to Hamza, to ABNED. So this is fairly simple takeoff procedure. Okay, or a departure procedure if you will. So aircraft is still loading. Let's have a look at the flight plan as well here. Let's turn on the constraints on both sides. And you go to the plan page and you can see here, you can see precisely what we just looked at. We fly outbound radio 220 to Echo Hotel 599 where we turn right to Echo Hotel 556, which is a heading of, what was it, 313 degrees or something, or 331. And yeah, so that looks fine. Let's zoom it out a little bit more. This looks like this is taking us to the United Kingdom for sure. So for now I'm going to believe that this will be fine. So I also do want to get this bird off the ground now. We've been standing here for quite a while. It's been a while, and let's just get some action going, if you ask me. So basically, I think we're waiting for the boarding process to be completed. Let's have a look at how this is going. So we got 121 out of 128. So we are getting there. Not very good. So maybe we can look at the ground surfaces. The GPU can be disconnected because we are on the APU right now. There you go. So the ground power unit is disconnected. Let's see. There you go. Very good. Okay, so let's open up the fuel pumps, and let's also set a departure altitude, 6,000 feet. Temperatures now a lot better, 20 degrees, 22 and 22. That's okay for me. Let's see what else. Boarding has completed. Very good, thank you very much. So let's remove the chokes and the cones. The stairs, I believe, are gone as well. There's still a Ryanair to our right, and there's another Ryanair to our left. Okay, so this is all should be good. And, so look here, no synthetic. I think I want this on. I think this should be fine. Okay, so we are delayed by about 16 minutes. It's not too bad. I think there might be worse delays out there. So I think we can finally start the engines. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but probably am. Let's check if the parking brake is set. Very good. If you lead, parking brake, ground control arms, seatbelt signs, no smoking signs, very good. So let's start up engine number 2. And you will see here the exhaust gas temperature starts rising, N2 starts rising, and then eventually the N1 starts climbing as well through idle. Quite important, make sure that the throttle quadrant is actually in idle position, so the aircraft does not start moving all of a sudden the moment the engine gets turned on. So there's the famous click, so I believe it's engine number 2 is now available. So let's start up engine number 1, and I believe we can start the pushback. Now it didn't look like they have a pushback here, so let's just use the an external pushback helper. So let's call up the tug. And disengage the parking brake. And start going reverse. There you go. More up, pushing back. So we got 2 engines now, very good. Okay, so that's it. Let's turn on the parking brake immediately. Let's have a little sanity check here. Turn on the taxi lights, the nozzle steering lights. I think we should be good to go. It's exciting, it's been a while. Hopefully I still got it. Parking brake released. A little bit of thrust. I do have a problem with my thrust. As you can see, it is asymmetrical. Probably something very simple that I can easily fix myself. Keep actually forgetting it. So here we are, taxiing out of Eindhoven airport. Look, there's the Ryanair. So let's have a look on the right side here. I don't see any other planes, so let's just taxi to a position and hold. Okay, so the parking brake is set. Nozzle lights go to takeoff. The landing lights, they go on. also turn on the auto brake to max for takeoff, and let's test the takeoff configuration. Everything looks normal. So let's announce to the crew that we're about to take off. Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff. And let's see what this baby can do. So as I said before, you will see me struggling with the throttle quadrants because they tend to go on asymmetrical at the moment. So that will be, well, let's say really far from professional. Alright, so the speed, the parking brake is released. Press on the toe brake. And let's go to 50% N1. Release. This should go to the flex takeoff, flex takeoff, I believe it's called. So it's already shouting at us that it is asymmetrical, but we're taking off anyway. Guerrilla style. V1, rotate. We got a positive rate. Gear up. And let's engage the autopilot. Let's do 1. Aircraft is accelerating. So let's see what it is doing. Is it going to fly to 599 or first? That's good. Is it going to respect the speed constraint of 220? That would be interesting. The flaps can now be fully retracted. Now let's have a look at the these ones should go to climb. Saying lever asymmetrical. We're now doing the right turn. Okay, so the thrust levers are now successfully into climb. The QNH is flashing, which means we should now change to the standard QNH. Perfectly normal. So 6,000 feet. So I think we can climb even further now. Let's just go straight to 240. Like it's respecting the speed constraint, 220 knots, as you can see right here. So that was pretty decent. So let's do some after takeoff thingies. We disarm the ground spoiler. I believe the engine mode selector switch can go to normal again. You can turn off the APU. Have a look outside. we're at 10,000 feet, so I think we can now, we have to retract the landing lights, and I believe we can also turn off the seatbelt signs, so everybody can just start walking around as they want. You can also, you know, once you're not above a climb gradient of 10 degrees, you can basically turn off the seatbelt sign. The aircraft is now picking up speed, so it's doing a great job there as well. Let's zoom out a little bit further to see what lies ahead. This is the top of the climb right there. Come from the Eindhoven, like this, so that we go back, Breda. This is actually one of our waypoints, which you could see. Climbing at 290 knots, still climbing, following navigation, climb, and thrust is set to climb as well. If you ask me, so good, we're on our way. Let's have a look outside the window, which is always pretty cool. And you know, it's been a while, so let's play a little bit of the guitar. little bit. So let's have a look inside the cockpit. Oh shit. What did I do? I pressed the wrong button, man. But no worries. What does it say? Did I extend flat? Stupid. So that's a pilot server. So what's up? Let's have a look here. I hope I did not break anything. Okay, let's have a quick check now. We're at Mach. Cruising altitude. We're still following navigation. The autopilot is still on. So far so good, and fortunately we were able to retract the flaps. So it says enter destination data, so let's have a look at that. Because it's not going to be a very long flight. So what we'll do, maybe let's have a look what information do they need again. You go to your performance page and you click next page until you reach approach. You need to enter the local QNH, the local temperature. The wind is already downloaded it. Precision flight level, we can check on the chart. Let's have a look outside because I see a lot of whoa, it's so windy, man, look at it. Wow, this was quite windy, wow. Okay, anyway, flight level for the transition altitude. Yeah, so let's have a look. So let's start maybe getting the METAR for the arriving airport. So we're looking at 230 at 14 knots, 16 degrees, 1028. So 10. What the hell is happening, man? Okay, so it looks like I disengaged the autopilot there. So sorry. Alright, so let's try this again. 1008. And 16 degrees. So 16 degrees centigrade in the temperature. 237 at 21. Let's say 230 at 14. Not sure which one to believe. Let's just leave it as it is there. So we will need the transition flight level. For this, we go back to the chart. And let's have a look at approach. So we'll have the ILS DME or localizer DME runway 22. Get no, I think I want this one. So let's have a look at this chart, and here you will see transition altitude 6,000 feet. So that is should be correct. My apologies. Light slope starts at 2,500. Probably should start thinking about our descent in a bit. Or maybe not quite yet. But let's stay sharp. So 75 meters. Decision height Oh, there it goes again. Something with the dead zones in my settings, I believe. So I think it is either Baro. It's either Baro or radio. Let's start with Baro, 50. And let's have a look. The MDA is 50. So I believe it should be the other one. Let's clear this one out. Now you put in 50 for the radio altitude. And this gives you the Delta Hotel, the EHEH decision height 50. Which was what we could see right here. So that's one. Now we need to know when I believe this should be the top of descent, so that we should start our descent right there. So we do still have a little bit to go. Let's have a look at time. Like to have a look as well at the arrival. Stansted, and we do arrival, and we had the XAMAN. I believe it was the 1 alpha. A hard time reading the screen at the moment. XAMAN 1 alpha. Quickly double check that the XAMAN 1 alpha is correct, so let's have a look. Oh, I forgot to open it. So XAMAN 1 alpha, which is this one, that's the same one, we should be at flight level 220. XAMAN flight level 220, EHEH flight level 180, which was quite striking. Not above, not below. Lapra, Super 0 knots, flight level 120, Airbus 220 knots, flight level 80. So XAMAN, we should be at 220. XAMAN is right there, 220. So I think we're looking good. land and sea. So we are approaching the top of descent. The XAMAN is now 20 nautical miles, so around 12 nautical miles until we need to start our descent. We do have headwind, which may slow us down a little bit, so let's just start descending and do 220 now. Like to have another look at the approach for the arrival, I should say. So XAMAN, EGSS 180. Basically it's all just like a straight line, and then we go to Abbott. From Abbott it looks like we'll fly this direction. Always good to prepare for a go-around, which we are not doing today. So we're descending to 220, so that looks fine. The Airbus is predicting that we will reach 220, I believe, here at the blue arrow. As long as we stay there, it should be fine, I guess. Just do not go under. Company message. Really? Where did we see those again? Messages. Oh, it's just below ships. Okay. It says here 0 fuel weight 56061. Don't worry, my pretty little plane about that right now. Okay, so we're banking. We are now on our way to Itinerary, so we're descending to 180. believe this is the descent profile, so we are following the correct descent profile. So we're not above, not below. So this is exciting. A very dear friend of mine sometimes fly to the Stansted airport. So it's good to see what they experience. Another really good friend, they fly to Birmingham, but we'll do that on another flight. Okay, so what are we looking at? We're here, so let's just descend now. 120. Looks like the aircraft is still following the speed constraint. 250 is actually below 250 now. But we're descending for 120, flight level 120. We're still on standard QNH. They've all jumped out. Okay, 60,000. And then once we reach Lapra, we go to flight level 080. United Kingdom. We've made it at least into the country. Let's see if we can also make it to the airport. But I have a very good confidence that we will. Speed a little under 240. We're still following the correct descent profile. Flight level 144. with the idea of traveling. You go from A to B. So one would expect the moment they leave A, they are a little closer to B. It is not rocket science, although for SpaceX it might be. I'm looking forward to the landing. I'm noticing I'm getting a little bit, well, I want to say slightly impatient. Okay, so here we are, flight level 127. We still do have 3.4 nautical miles to go to Lapra. From where we should monitor the speed for 220, and we should drop to flight level 080. There we go, turning, so 080. Flight level 80 has been entered. So we should be getting ready for the landing light to 10,000 feet. I think we can also turn on the seatbelt sign. Let's start with the seatbelt sign. Everybody remove yourself from where the hell you are and go back to your seat right now, or you will regret. Okay, that is one. Looks like the aircraft is indeed trying to approach 220 knots. Obviously it's descending, so you know, should not go too slow, otherwise you know, you will overshoot your target. Not really sure how to manage it. We could put it on 220 manually here, but not sure if we're going to miss the altitude constraint there. So for now I believe it's probably best to just let it be. So reaching 10,000 feet, so let's also turn on the landing light. Get ourselves ready. And as with any flight, this is always during cruising, you know, there's not necessarily very much to do. Well, relatively speaking, of course. And then all of a sudden things are changing really fast, which is actually very cool. It's always a very exciting moment. You have to be really sharp, do this, do that, do this, you know. So we're on our way to Albert. So the glide slope starts at 2,500. In case of a missed approach, we would say climb straight ahead to not above 3,000 feet at ZME 3.1 from ISX. Where is ISX? Right here. Turn right onto the radio 173 inbound. Okay, I lost interest. Okay, 9,700 feet. Well, flight level 97. And then here basically we jump from flight level 080 all the way to 2,500. So it's going to be interesting. You can see the speed is 230. Should be 220 once positioning here. It is reducing speed to 220. That is absolutely beautiful. So we're here. So let's go on down to 2,500. We're descending. We're a little bit below the profile there. And now a little bit above. Safety is available if you please don't nose wheel light. Armed ground spoiler. Also turn on the landing system. So why is it dropping the speed so drastically? I do not understand. Oops. The autopilot for you. And the autopilot does not want to re-engage. Why? Are we out of fuel or something? No? Not going to be pretty. I have no clue why the autopilot does not want to engage. It says auto flight AC off, sure, okay. Let's go to 1028. Go. No clue. We're going to have to fly manually. Turn off the autopilot. That's a shame. I would have liked, but there's the runway. So let's reduce the speed if we can. Gear down. Still don't understand why the autopilot decided to turn off itself. And more importantly, why it did not turn itself back on. Let's see if we can keep on following some sort of glide stop kind of thing. Maybe we could put on
1,000.
the landing system, that could help. Speed is okay.
Too
low terrain.
It's never a
Too
good
low
thing to hear.
terrain. Too low
Flat
terrain.
full.
Speed, speed, speed.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
It's pitching at us.
100 above.
I think we can.
100.
Be able to put it down. There you go.
Minimum 30. 20. Retard.
Touchdown. Full reverse. Well, we did make it. So that was one funky landing. I was looking forward to a nice and clean approach, but well, that didn't happen. So let's exit the runway. This is one big embarrassment. Turn off the landing lights. So everybody, welcome to London Stansted. Thank you very much for checking the flight. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back soon. Let's just first go to the parking. A little too early, but parking brake is set. Here you are. So let's turn off the engine. Look at this poor aircraft. The speed brakes still out. They look like they do not retract. Well, you know what? We're down. Let's have a look. Let's see, taxi lights. All this. Oh, a little bit late now. Windows off. Beacon off. You know, turn off the APU as well. So I think that's it for today's flight, people. Thank you very much for checking. And hopefully see you sometime soon. I am your personal funky team pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and hopefully see you soon. Everybody stop loving each other. It is the most important thing in the world. Alright, see you later everybody. Bye bye.